Hello everybody and welcome to this adult intermediate virtual class, okay? I hope everybody is staying safe, I hope everybody is staying inside, and today we are going to do a few activities to, keep your English intact, okay? Make sure that you are practicing your English, okay? So, for today, what we will need is the resource pack, which is this book. Okay, we will need the red resource pack, and we will also need face-to-face. We will also need the face-to-face book that says intermediate, okay? You should have both of these. You should have face-to-face and the resource pack, okay? Make sure you go and grab them and put them in front of you at this moment so we can begin the class. Okay, so today we will begin the class with the book. We will begin with face-to-face, okay, this beautiful book. And we will go to page number 11, okay? So let's go to page number 11. We will go to page number 11 in face-to-face. Okay? Over here at the beginning of the book, what we're going to work with is a few activities that have to do with vocabulary and some prepositions, okay? So this is page 11, yes, of the book, face-to-face, okay? And on page 11, we are going to start with the article, okay? Do we see that there is over here a green article? Do we see this over here? Yes, this green article. I will give you a few minutes, okay, to read the article, yes, and then we will do some activities about the article, okay? So read this over here. If you want, you can pause the video now, okay? So pause the video, pause. And then in a few minutes, click play, and we will continue the activities. Okay, so I assume that you read the article. I hope that it was entertaining. I hope that it was a good article. And it talks about laughter, okay? It talks about, over here, we'll see, it talks about laughter being the best medicine, okay? So, there might be some words you don't understand. There might be some words that you have never heard of. So make sure to underline or highlight those words, and then we can check them all together, okay? But first, what we are going to do is we are going to work on exercise 6A, okay? We are going to work on exercise 6A, yes? Let me write it on the board, exercise 6A, okay? Over here we have it, 6A. Yes? It says, help with vocabulary prepositions with adjectives, okay? It says, look at the adjectives in blue in the article, okay? Some of you might have a book that is a photocopy, and it might be darker. You might not be able to see the words in blue, but I promise that they are there, okay? They might just be a little bit darker than the other words, okay? So, it says, which preposition comes after them? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 different adjectives, okay, 10 different words that describe emotion, they describe feeling, okay? What are the words? Good, happy, interested, nervous, keen, worried, surprised, upset, fed up, pleased, okay? So what we have to do is look in the chapter, look in the story, okay? We have to look in the article and find the preposition that comes after them. Let's look at number 1. It's the example. It's already done for us. It says good at, okay? So we know good. What comes after good? At. Good at, okay? Let's look at the next one, okay? It says happy. It says happy. What do you think comes after happy? Check in the article. Make sure to look in the article for the word that comes after happy. Okay? I will give you a minute. Okay? If you want, you can pause the video and then we can check. Okay? The answer would be with. With. Okay? Happy with. Yes? Happy with. Okay? Let's look at the next one. Interested. Interested. What comes after interested in the article? I will give you a minute. The answer would be interested in. Interested in. Over here. Interested in. Okay? Very good. Let's look at the next one. Nervous. Nervous. Okay? Nervioso. Nervous. What comes after the word nervous in the article? I will give you a minute to find it. The word would be about. About. Okay? Nervous about. Okay? Nervous about. You can see it there. Nervous about. Maybe. Move out of the way. Nervous about. Let's look at the next one. Alright? Keen. Keen. Alright? What comes after the word keen? Okay? You tell me. Very good for those of you who got it. Keen on. Keen on. Okay? Keen on. I am very keen on helping others. Okay? It's something that I like to do. Keen. Okay? Let's look at the next one. It says worried. Worried. Okay? Worried. What word comes after worried in the article? Very good. About. About. So we put worried about. Okay? Worried about. Good? Is everybody good so far? Yes? Perfect. Okay? Let's move on to the next one. Surprised. Okay? Surprised. What comes after surprised? By. Okay, the answer is by. B-Y. By. Okay, very good. Surprised by. Yes? Perfect. Alright. Let's move on to the next one. Upset. Upset. I will give you a minute to look for the word that comes after upset. What do you think it could be? Very good. Upset about. Upset about. Okay, upset about. Yes? Very good. Now, let's go to the next one. Fed up. Fed up. Okay, you are fed up, you are tired. Okay, what comes after fed up? In the article, of course, in the story that you just read. Fed up with. Fed up with. Okay, so we put with. W-I-T-H. Fed up with. Okay, very good. Let's go to the next one. We have the word please. Okay, please. This is a good word. If you are pleased, that is very good. Okay? We are pleased. What does it say in the article? We are pleased with. Very good. We are pleased with. Okay? With. Right? We are pleased with. Excellent. Okay. So, now let's move on. Let's look at exercise 6B. Okay? Exercise 6B, it says, match these prepositions to the adjectives. Sometimes there is more than one answer. Okay? So there can be more than one answer. There can be up to 3 answers. Okay? So, I will give you a minute to do that activity. Okay? If you want, you can pause. Okay? You can pause. And then, in a few minutes, we will check. Okay? So pause the video now. Okay, so I assume that you did the activity. Okay, now it's time to check. Yes? Let's look at the first one, the example. It is already done for us. It says scared of, and I can also be scared by. Okay, so scared of and scared by. Let's look at the next one. It says bored, okay? Maybe some of you are bored at home. Maybe some of you are bored because you can't leave the house. But don't worry, we have a lot of material for us to work together with. So we have quite a while together, okay? So, bored. What did you write down? You should have wrote bored with, okay? Bored by, okay? Bored by, yes, bored by, and bored of. Bored of, okay? So these should be the three answers. Bored of, bored with, bored by. Okay? Let's go to the next one. Okay? The next one says frightened. Frightened. You should have two answers. You should have two. Bored with, frightened, excuse me. Frightened of, okay? Frightened of. And frightened by. I am frightened of the movie. I am frightened by my friend. Okay? Two different usages for the word frightened. Now, let's go to the next one, annoyed. Okay? Annoyed, molesto, annoyed. Okay? It says annoyed at. Okay? Annoyed at. Annoyed with. And annoyed by. These should be your three answers. At, with, by. Let's go to the next one, okay? The next one would be bad. There is just one answer. There's just one. So it would be bad at. I am bad at maths. I am bad at science. I am bad at chemistry, for example. Okay, so at, just one. Yes? Moving on, the next one. Satisfied. Satisfied with. And satisfied, okay, by. Satisfied with and satisfied by. These are your two options, okay? So far, how are we doing? Good? Yes, so far good? Perfect, let's move on. The next one, we have embarrassed, okay? Embarrassed, this is obviously a negative adjective, okay? Embarrassed. We have embarrassed by and embarrassed about. Embarrassed by and embarrassed about. Those are our two options, okay? Let's go to the next one, okay? Depressed. Depressed is just one. Just one word, depressed, okay? Depressed about. Depressed about, okay? So depressed about. Yes? Good? Perfect, okay? So, let's move on. Let's go to the next one, okay? We have angry two times. We have angry blank something and an angry blank someone, okay? So, we have a something and a someone. The first one is angry about, okay? Angry about something, okay? Angry about something, very good. If you're angry about Easy English being closed, if you're angry about this quarantine, then understandably so, okay? So, about. Then we have angry. If you are angry at one person, you are angry at. You are angry at, okay? I am angry at my brother. I am angry at my friend. I am angry at my teacher. Okay? At. I am angry at. We use that if you are wanting to display something that you don't like about someone, something that you want to express kind of rejection, you say, I'm angry at. Okay? Very good. So far, so good? Yes? Are we good? Perfect. If you want, you can go to the restroom. If you want, you can get yourself a drink, a tea, a coffee while we do this online lesson, okay? So we can still do it in our homes. So what we're going to do now with this is we are going to go to page 127, okay? So let's go to 127 in the book, face to face, 127. So page 127, okay? 127, we're going to go and work on some more activities. Okay, so 127. Almost there. Great. Here on page 127, it should say language summary, as you can see. That's the page, okay? 127. So, now we're going to work a little bit on adjectives, on these adjectives of feeling, okay? How we feel the words we use when we want to display emotion, okay? So, let's look over here at the top, okay? Over here, 1.3 at the top, I don't know if you can see it, 1.3. And it says adjectives feelings, okay? I am going to read the words and I want you at home to repeat after me, okay? So I say them and then you say them. Okay? If you are listening on with headphones, if you are just listening on speakers, it doesn't matter. I want you to talk. Okay? So the first one is relax. Okay? Relax. This is obviously positive. It's a good description. It's a good adjective. A good feeling. Nervous. Nervous. Nervous, bad. It's a negative feeling. Okay? Pleased. It means to be happy or satisfied. Pleased. This is obviously a good feeling, okay? The next one, embarrassed. Embarrassed, completely negative, okay? Embarrassed is negative. Angry. Angry is obviously negative. It's not good to be angry. Annoyed. Annoyed, okay? Annoyed is obviously negative. It is not good to be a bit angry or annoyed. The next one, fed up. Fed up. If I'm fed up, it is negative. It is completely a feeling that I do not want to have. Negative, right? It says annoyed or bored because you have done something for too long. Okay? The next one, disappointed. Okay? Disappointed. Obviously, it means you are unhappy. It is a negative feeling. Okay? Disappointed. The next one, stressed. Okay? Stressed. Worried. Not relaxed. Obviously, completely negative, a completely negative word. The next one, calm. Calm. Okay, calm is obviously positive. It's a very good word, right? If you are calmed, that is the best thing you can be, especially at this time. Upset. Upset. Okay, upset is obviously negative. You are upset, you are unhappy. Okay, you do not like something. The next one, scared. If you are scared, you are frightened, okay? That is something obviously negative. Satisfied. Okay, if you are satisfied, that means you are happy, you are content, you have everything you want, you are satisfied. Okay, that is good. The next one, confused. Okay, confused is obviously negative. If you are confused about a situation, if you are confused about something, that is obviously not a good thing. Okay, shocked. Say it with me, shocked, okay? Shocked is obviously negative, okay? It is very surprised and upset, okay? So something that is upsetting, okay? It is very shocking, okay? Negative. The next one, glad. Glad is happy. Glad is good, okay? Say it with me, glad, okay? Glad. The next one, concerned. Concerned is obviously worried. If you are concerned, completely bad. It's negative. You should not be concerned. The next one, depressed. Depressed is obviously negative, okay? You do not want to be depressed, so we obviously put this in the negative category, okay? Now that we saw all the words, you have a better understanding of what they mean, okay? So you have the word, and you have the definition, and you even have an example. Okay, so now let's go down. Okay, let's go down to over here, 144. Yes, it says prepositions with adjectives. Okay, it says we often use prepositions with adjectives. The most common prepositions for these adjectives are in bold. Other prepositions that we can also use with these adjectives are in brackets. So we did this already. Okay, this was the activity we did before. Yes, remember? Good at, happy with, keen on, interested in, upset about, fed up with, pleased with. Okay, we have many different types of prepositions, many different types of combinations. Okay, as you can see, we have them all here. Yes, save the camera. We have them all here. Okay, so it's good to practice them because we will use them later on. Okay, so make sure you read them, make sure you write them down, make sure you understand them. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, now let's go to page 115. Okay, in the book Face to Face. Okay, so we are going to go to page 115. So 115. Okay, 115 over here. Yes, 115. We can see it's here. It should say extra practice over there. Yes, if the camera focuses, extra practice. And we have the page number 115. Good. Okay. So on page 115, we are going to work on exercise number 6. Okay, we're going to work on exercise number 6. Okay. Okay, exercise number 6 over here at the bottom. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to pause. Okay, we're going to pause the video, and then in a few minutes we will check. Okay, take your time, and then we will check. Okay, so I assume that you have worked with exercise number 6 on page 115, so let's check. Okay, let's look at the first one, which is the example. It says, I'm good at. Okay, I'm good at. The next one, number 2, it should be, I'm frightened of. Okay, I'm frightened of. The next one, I'm happy with. Okay, I am happy with. The next one, number 4, I'm annoyed at. I'm annoyed at. Number 5, I'm fed up with. I'm fed up with. Number 6, I'm bored with. I'm bored with. Number 7, I'm surprised by. I'm surprised by. Number 8, I'm nervous about. I'm nervous about. Number 9, I'm angry with. I'm angry with. Number 10, I'm upset about. I'm upset about. Number 11, I'm bad at. I'm bad at. Number 12, I'm worried about. I'm worried about. Okay? Any doubts, any questions, you can always ask on the group chat or on Google Classroom. Okay? If you have any doubts, any questions about the work that we will do here on this video, you can always ask. Okay? We are ready to answer all and any of your questions. Okay? Good? So far good? Perfect. Okay. Let's move on. Now we are going to get rid of face-to-face. So goodbye face-to-face. And we're now going to work with the resource pack. Okay, so we're going to work with this, the resource pack, okay, the red one that says resource pack intermediate, okay. Grab this, take this out, and we are going to go to page number 8. At page number 8, yes? So we erase this, and we will go to page number 8 in the resource pack, okay? So 8 in the resource pack. Yes? Good? Okay. So, on page number 8, it says, join the club. That is the title of the chapter, join the club, okay? So let's look at number one. Let's look at number one. It says adjectives, feelings. Okay, so we are talking again about feelings. Yes, these adjectives. You can use the book to help you. You can use the book to help you on page, I believe it is 127, where we have the adjectives. So it says, read the sentences. Complete the puzzle with adjectives to describe how the people are feeling. So we have to choose a word to describe how they feel, okay? So it says, number one, she's done the same job for 10 years. She must be very tired. She doesn't want to do it anymore. So what word can we choose? Fed up, right? She is fed up. She's tired of doing the same thing every day. Okay? Number two, he's forgotten his best friend's birthday. I will give you a minute to do it, alright? If you want, you can pause the video now, okay? So you can pause over here. You can pause and then we can continue. I will give you a few minutes and then we check, okay? Okay, so I assume that you have finished, okay? Now let's check. Let's start with number two. It says, he's forgotten his best friend's birthday. The word would be embarrassed. Embarrassed. Remember, it has double R, embarrassed, and then double S. Okay? So, double R and double S. Okay? Embarrassed. The next one, number three. She's got her driving test this afternoon. She's got her driving test this afternoon. How do you think she's feeling? She's feeling nervous, okay? She's feeling nervous, okay? Remember, nervous is a little bit of a tricky word, okay? So you put N-R and E-R, okay? We put V-O-U-S. Nervous, okay? Even sometimes I mess up this word. So, nervous. But we pronounce it nervous. Okay, nervous. The next one. He's just come back from a long holiday. He is probably very what? What do you think he is? What do you think he could be? He's very relaxed. He's very relaxed. Okay? He's very relaxed. He just came back from holiday. He's very relaxed, right? Okay? The next one. The next one is a long one. Number 5. It says, he didn't get the birthday present he wanted. He didn't get the birthday present he wanted. He's probably very what? He's very disappointed. Okay? So we put this P. There we go. You see double P. Disappointed. Disappointed. Okay, we have over here disappointed, double P, T. Okay, disappointed. The next one, okay, number 6. It says, they don't understand the exercise. They don't understand the exercise, so they are probably very what? Very good, confused. They are probably very confused. Okay, very good. The next one, it says at number 7, their son got the job he was applying for. Their son got the job that he was applying for. What do you think the feeling could be? Very good. They are glad. Okay? This is the same thing as saying happy. They are very happy. They are very glad. Okay? Very good. Let's do the last one. Okay, the last one. It says, she hasn't got time to do everything she needs to do. She's very what? Stressed. Okay, very good. Stressed. Double S. Stressed. Okay. She is very stressed. Okay. So far, good? Any questions? Remember, if you have questions, you can ask on the group chat. You can ask on the group chat, or you can ask in Google Classroom. Okay? So, now let's go to number 2. Okay, let's go to number 2 at the bottom. It says, reading prepositions with adjectives. Okay, reading prepositions with adjectives. It says, read the article and choose the correct words. Okay, so you will have to read this article over here. Okay, it says supper clubs, a restaurant at home. Okay, supper clubs, a restaurant at home. I will give you a few minutes. Okay, if you want, you can pause the video now. Okay, so pause. And then we will check. I will give you a few minutes to read supper clubs, a restaurant at home, and then we check. Okay, so I assume that you read the article. Let's check. Okay, number 1 is already done with. It is the word with. Okay, with. Number 2 is fed up with. Okay, as you can see over here, we have, let's see if the camera shows it. We have, let's see, fed up with. Okay, the next one, number 3, we have to go a little bit lower. It says, Casey opens her restaurant for around 12 people about once a month and is really pleased with. Okay, the answer is with the evenings she's had so far. Okay, let's go to number 4, the next one. It says, I don't, says Cassie. In fact, at first I was worried about. The answer is about. I was worried about losing money on my club. Okay. The next one, number 5, it says, I'm good at, okay, I'm good at cooking, okay, but my maths is terrible, okay. Number 6, I was surprised by, okay, I was surprised by, yes. Number 7, let's look at number 7, it says, we, Cassie, ever nervous about that, okay, about that. Now let's look at the last one. It says, not at all, she says. Almost everyone at the supper club is just interested in having a good meal. In having a good meal. Okay, very good. Now, let's go back to number 2 on page 8, okay, we are on the same page. Let's go to number 2, exercise 2, and it says, are these sentences true, false, or the article doesn't say? Okay, so we have 3 options. True, false, doesn't say. Okay, so I am going to give you a minute to read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 and decide if it is true, false, or doesn't say. Okay, so now's a good time to pause the video and we will check in a few minutes. Okay, so I assume that you have seen and read the article now again for a second time, and let's check. Let's look at the answers. So, number 2, okay, number 2. She opened the first supper club in her area. Doesn't say, okay, it doesn't say. We don't know if it is the first one. Number 3, supper clubs advertise online. True, it is true. They advertise on social media, okay? Number 4, customers have no idea what they are eating until they arrive. That is false. It is false. They know of the menu beforehand, okay? Number 5, Cassie's guests watch TV while they are eating. It doesn't say. We don't know if they watch TV while they eat, okay? Number 6, she also serves takeaway food from her restaurant. It doesn't say. We don't know if she does it or not, okay? Number 7, she thinks the experience of a supper club is more important than making money. True, she says she would rather have the experience over making more money, so it's true. The last one, number 8, it says, she once had a problem with one of her guests. We don't know, it doesn't say, okay, it doesn't say. We don't know if she had a problem with one of her guests, okay? So, any questions, any doubts about this, you can write in the comments, okay, in Google Classroom, or send me or send a WhatsApp to your intermediate teacher, okay? So, now, we close the books, we are done with the resource pack, we put it away, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to play a game, okay? Yes, you might ask, Val, how are we going to play a game if I'm here and you're over there, okay? How can this happen, okay? I am going to read a sentence, okay? And it's going to have a missing word, okay? So, this sentence is missing an adjective, okay? It is missing an adjective. And this adjective, you have already seen. The adjectives, okay, they are on page 127. If you want to see them again, 127 in the book. Okay? So if you want, you can go to page 127 in the book, okay, right here. And you can look at the adjectives that we are about to use, okay? So I will give you a minute. Go to page 127 in the book, okay, 127, and we will begin the game, okay? So, I assume that you are on page 127. Let's begin. The first question, okay, the first one, or the first sentence says, the day before your final exam at university, you feel what? What do you think? I will give you a minute. You feel, what do you think? You feel nervous. Very good. All the people that said nervous. Very good. You feel nervous. Okay. Number 2. It says, you fall in the street in front of everybody. Okay. You feel what? You fall on the street in front of everybody. You feel embarrassed, okay? You feel embarrassed, okay? Very good. The next one, number 3. You lost your job. You feel, okay? Obviously, this is a bad feeling. It's negative, okay? What do you think it could be? You feel depressed. Very good. You feel depressed. Let's go to the next one, number 4, okay? Number 4, it says, you see a person being run over by a car on the street. You feel, okay, you've just witnessed an accident on the street. You feel shocked, okay? You feel shocked, yes? The next one, number 5, it says, when you can't think clearly or understand something, you feel. When you can't, okay, so you can't think clearly or understand something, you feel. When you have a question, you are what? You are confused, okay? You are confused. Very good. Let's go to the next one, number 6. When you get a Christmas present, but it's not what you wanted, you feel, what do you think? What do you feel? You feel disappointed. Okay? If I give you a present, but it's not what you wanted, you feel disappointed, okay? Let's go to the next one, number 7. When you are on holidays and you aren't worried about a thing, you feel. When you are on holidays and you aren't worried about one thing, you feel relaxed. Okay, you feel relaxed. You don't have a single care in the world, okay? The next one, number 8. When you are worried, okay, and you can't relax, you have a lot of work to do, you feel what? I'll give you a minute. You feel stressed, okay? You feel stressed. Yes, obviously it is bad, a negative, okay, adjective. Number 9, okay? It says, when something bad has happened to someone you love, when something bad has happened to someone you love, you feel upset. Okay, you feel upset, but it can also be worried or concerned. You can feel upset, you can feel worried, and you can feel concerned. Okay? The last one. When someone you know has been bothering you, remember bothering is molestando, bothering. When someone you know has been bothering you for some time, you feel fed up. You feel fed up with that person, okay? You don't want anything to do with that person anymore. You are fed up, okay? Very good. See how many you got correct, how many you guessed correctly, okay? And then count that up, okay? And you can see how well you understood adjectives, or how maybe you didn't understand adjectives, okay? If you have a question or a doubt about adjectives, you can send a message on Google Classroom, okay? Or on the group chats, okay? Very good. So, now what we are going to do is, since here at Easy English we like to give you multiple activities, we are going to work with the book like we did today. We are also going to work with songs, and we are also going to work with movies, okay? So, this is an activity for you to do at home, okay? What we're going to do is we are going to go to the resource pack, okay? The resource pack. And we are going to go to page 98, okay? So we're going to page 98, okay? Very big, so you can see it, 98. Yes, over here, 98. And on page 98, you should have a song, okay? So make sure that you go to the song section, okay? We have all the songs in the back, so you have to go to the back of the book, okay? Over here, let's see if I can find it. Okay, it should be this one, page. You can see it, 98, okay? The song is this one, Last Train to London, okay? Last Train to London. This is an amazing, amazing song, okay? It's a classic. So, what you have to do is different activities in the song, okay? First, over here, let's look over here. You have to put in the missing word, okay? You have to put in the missing word. Then what you have to do here is order, okay? So you have to put which one comes first, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. Then over here we have spot the mistake, okay? So there are mistakes here and you have to fix them. So if you find the mistake, you cross it out, okay? So spot the mistake. Then you have complete, okay? So here we have to complete, okay? And then over here we choose. We have to circle, okay? We have to circle the word that is sung in the song, okay? So, this is how we're going to do this. We will send you a link, okay? We will send you a link that goes directly to this song on YouTube. Okay, it goes to this song on YouTube. Remember, do not look at the lyrics before. Okay, don't do that. First, listen to the song. Listen to the song by yourself, okay, with no lyrics, and try to see how much you can do. Okay, try to see how much you can do by listening, just by listening. Then, if you want to check, you can Google Last Train to London lyrics, okay? You put it like this, Last Train to London, and you put lyrics, which means letra, so L-Y-R-I-C-S, lyrics, okay? That is after, that is to check, only to check, okay? So, after this, we will also send you a fragment, okay, a fragment, that means a little piece of a movie, okay, we will send you a piece of a movie, and that will all be sent through the virtual classroom on Google Classroom, okay? So, to recap, yes, what did we see today, okay? We saw some adjectives, right? Some adjectives of feeling, yes? What do you feel if you are upset, okay? If you are dissatisfied, if you are unhappy, different words that have to do with feeling. Then we also did some preposition work, okay? We saw some prepositions, okay? For example, fed up with, okay? Remember, you can always go back and check and study and study and study, and then you will know them by heart, you will know them by memory, okay? So, we saw a few things today, okay? We also played a game, okay? We also played a game where you have to guess the different words that are missing, okay? So, we have a song that you have to do at home, okay? Last Train to London, on page 98 of the resource pack. Then you are going to get a fragment of a movie, okay? You will also get a fragment of the movie. The link will be sent through Google Classroom, okay? The link will be sent through Google Classroom. You will get all of that information on Google Classroom. And we also will be sending out more and more activities as the week progresses. So, you will always have something to do. Don't worry, you will always have an activity, be it a song, a movie, book activities, resource pack activities. We will always be sending you things, okay? So, also, before I leave, remember, if you have absolutely any questions, make sure to send them through the group chat or in Google Classroom, okay? In Google Classroom, all of the intermediate teachers are there, so we are all there to help you. We're all there to answer your questions and doubts, okay? So, that is our first class, okay, for intermediate. I hope you enjoyed the class. I hope that it was easy to follow along. We are still getting used to this virtual classroom. The classroom now is empty. I don't see anybody. So I am talking to the camera. I am talking to you at home, and I hope that you are using the book, the resource pack, that you are reading in English, that you are watching movies in English. Now that you are going to have a lot of time at home, I hope that you have enough time to read English, listen to English, watch movies in English, watch series in English, okay? Try not to lose the language, okay? Try not to lose the language. This quarantine is the perfect and the best example of time to study. You are at home and you have time to study. So, I hope that you are doing that, okay? And I hope that you will be following us along in the next classes, okay? So, if you have any questions, remember to ask on the group chat or on Google Classroom, okay? Stay safe, stay inside, and remember, we are always here to help you, okay? I hope you enjoyed today's class. Goodbye.